And a lot of teams have sort of really gotten the feel of how high of an intensity can we go without getting an injury.
Mm-hmm. You can go in that high intensity if you want for a game, but chances are you might get an injury. It's just a roll of the dice.
And they were also unlucky with injury for a while, but they seem to have sort their strategy out.
Yeah.
So they've been doing well. Like again, they're within the big four in the East, and they got a really good roster. Starters going well with a solid bench. They could be again. It's a wait and see. They could make some noise this playoff. It's been a steady progress.
Absolutely. I'm really excited for how they've gone, how far they've gone, and how far they still have to go. And it's going to be exciting to watch, even all the way if they make it to the playoffs or not. Because right now, like we said, they're neck and neck with Huntsville, so it could be like maybe
they're
Huntsville.
definitely making playoffs. They have a magic number of 1.
Well,
and their expected need is -5 and 16.
Oh, they can get that. I'm fairly sure they can get that with who they got. Like I said, Hank Sawyer, Merrill, Tyrese, Trice, Merriam, and Howell on the front line. That can kind of get easily done. It won't be very. It won't be super easy, but it can get done.
So about like I said, what you said about the free agency, a big one that going to take a lot of attention is Trice. Rookie contract.
Yeah, they got Merrill, they got Trice, they got Cho Song Hwa, they got Stephanie Beck, and they got Galashuk and Gilbert.
If anything, Exon I think is one to let go because the performance he's been doing is not worth $13 million.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hinting at earlier and trying not to be like super shady about. He's not really worth the money he's being paid for. He's a good guy. He's a cool guy. I like his character, and I like how he sometimes likes to sing "Way the Fuck Off Key," like that one Christmas car where he's trying to sing a Christmas carol, and everyone on the team's like, make it stop! And they shove a basketball in his mouth.
But
it's my favorite holiday card. We have the
second time of will the last tar of the league.
Yeah, he's retiring at the end of the season, I think.
Oh, is he retiring?
Is he?
Well, if I recall, he said retiring and taking up a reporter job. From what I recall, don't quote me on that, but I think
if he does, then he's the last tar, and if he wants to go be another part of the thing, that's entirely up to him.
But really, the top priority for top priority for Tennessee when FA comes is probably going to be Trice.
Yeah.
Because Trice, Sawyer, and Dufresne is pretty much, to me, the Tennessee Big Three. I like to use that analogy because they're always like big threes for all the teams. And like I said, yeah, it's gonna probably be top priority for Tennessee to keep the Trice on top of the board.
One I definitely think they should also still fight for is Eli Shuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
28 PER and 83 defensive rating.
He is perfect as a backup center or even a starting center if like Merriam goes down or someone goes down. They could probably still draft actually
his offensive rating is still a little low, but yeah, his performance on the league is like on the team is phenomenal.
Yeah, what about Jasper though? I'm curious about him.
Not much Jasper play.
Not much play. Yeah, not
if
much
it's not
play.
Much play just let him go.
Either let him go or maybe if nothing happens in free agency or the draft that you like, offer him at like a league minimum contract and see what he can actually do for the team. That'd be my best thing, but that's for like an assessment stream.
Okay.
Free agent
Next
assessment.
team.
Unveiled.
We were just talking about these guys, the Mayors.
He's gone on a bit of a slide. They've gone 10 and 11 since the last assessment. Not terrible, but definitely not the. Actually, no. The previous assessment, they were also about even. So, continuing their slide.
Yeah,
But
Huntsville
they're
Mayors.
still really much a shoe-in for making playoffs.
And another tough customer because, once again, with D'Angelo, Emena, York, Wendy Brown, it's pretty much a tough line, especially with the emergence of Jim McCormick this season.
Oh yeah, McCormick. Yeah, one half of the Super McCormick brothers, making a splash on the team, and also looking at the bench too. You got Kelvin Lennon, you got Ryan Otley. Shout out to the Ott. Jerome Swimmer, Todd Hudat, and John Stout, who possibly might be retiring at the end of this year, maybe.
Well, he's also getting old, I think.
Yeah, he's a really old Stout. He's lasted longer than Hopper, surprisingly.
2004, so yeah, Stout would.
Ooh, yeah.
If you're picking him up, grab him in like a very cheap contract to do hey, you want to still be in the league, so we'll just have you in the team to be on a mentorship role to sort of like help like Otley and where else are their main guards that probably need help? Swimmer.
Yeah, Swimmer, maybe
Because we're not going to
Jonas,
have
maybe.
him help Brown and DA.
No.
So you're gonna have Swimmer and Otley, and then maybe also Oswaldo. Well, Oswaldo they might not end up picking up, but if you want to pick him up as a sort of hey, we're gonna give you a mentorship role, let you be on the team still, but he is old. Don't give him a lot of money.
Yeah. Focus your money. We'll talk about that in a moment, but just overall, these guys are pretty much a shoe-in for the play.
They have a lot of depth.
A lot of really good depth. Their bench is all right, but could use some improvement in like next season for going into the future. Because you got John Stone and I think Todd, who's also an old player too. I could be wrong about that. Ryan Otley's still a young otter and still doing really good for you, so definitely keep an eye on him. Kelvin Lennon.
Question. I know it's like we're not so much, what do they need to do? But would they be better off swapping Otley as the backup and putting Stout as the fourth bench?
Well, they're certainly going to have to start taking to improve in the future, because when you see the core that they have, it's really right that they have to take young and really build for ahead, because so I wouldn't really be surprised that Otley move on the rankings, because when you see the team as a whole, they pick like maybe one, two, or three good pieces. Their future, they can be even scarier in the future, because D'Angelo, Emena, York, Swimmer, McCormick, Otley.
I actually agree with you, Mig. I think Otley would probably like going ahead.
Because Stout doesn't have the PPR to be the backup point guard. Otley does. And Stout also doesn't really have the shooting numbers I would really want to be the backup shooting guard. So it's like Stout is definitely better at defense than Otley. which means
Yeah,
Stoat
Wendy
is really
Brown.
good at picking up steals, probably. Yeah,
And
Stoat
I was
has
gonna.
49 steals versus Otley's 18, and they have about the same amount of playtime. So Stoat's really good at picking up steals, but Otley's, I think, is pretty much better everywhere else.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Wendy Brown might claw my eyes out for this, but Ryan Otley does have the PPR to potentially be starting point guard in the future, maybe.
Yeah, if he gets his offense up, yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe move him up to like 6 for position, swap out Stoat and
Well, that's what I'm
put Otley
saying.
in there.
Definitely, it's like
Yep.
he's probably almost better off being their backup point guard over Stoat because, yeah, Stoat gets more steals, but Otley's better at everything else. And if Otley gets his shooting up to be even comparable to Wendy, he's actually probably the better point guard.
Wendy's gonna claw us to death.
You guys did.
Yeah, I can hear Wendy just breathing heavily from here. Like, there's no way those bitches are gonna tell me that I am gonna lose my starting point guard position. I will come and kill you. And D'Angelo's holding back, like, calm down, baby, calm down, calm down. I'll make you a steak. Hashtag steak.
So, anything else we want to talk about Huntsville for now, or are we good to move on?
We're good.
We are good to go, Captain.
Alaska. They have gone 13-8 since the last assessment. They finally pulled ahead of Seattle because it was sort of a very minor aside, but there was actually a period of like 2 games where Seattle and Alaska had the exact same record. The exact same co-overall record, exact same conference record, exact same divisional record, exact same home record, the exact same team matchup. So it's actually the two of them. Seattle had the higher seed because they had the higher seed last year. So we got all the way up to the last tiebreaker between the two of them. And it was like that for like 2 games.
Is that still going on, or is it
No, Alaska
cleared up?
pulled ahead. Seattle lost
Okay, good,
one, and then Alaska did well on the divisional matchups, and Seattle did not.
Because I was going to say, if that was still continuing on, that's one thing I definitely would love to watch and definitely like to see stories written about. Advice to the GMs, write stories about that. But anyway, yeah, Alaska is definitely a team that's definitely pulled ahead, especially despite some of the injuries that they've had at some of the big positions.
Once they found out what they needed to do to not kill their team, they've been doing really well.
Yeah, they've gone great.
They got a good core. Lead by Cliff Matthews. I mean, Slade is still capable. Calendine also doing the job. You have some good Otis.
Kilsami's your great power forward. You got
Nora also.
Yes. We can't forget the Rhino, who's been an awesome center for the team.
We'll get to that in a bit, but I think Matthews, one keep in mind, is Matthews is I believe, the highest scoring point guard in the league.
You heard it here, folks.
We'll talk about it more in depth, but yeah, he's pretty much the top scoring point guard in the league.
Good Canadian links.
Large margin.
I mean, yeah.
Alaska's got.
He scores a lot of points and is really good point guard status. So yeah, he's pretty much Lance Wildfire from last year of the all-around Uber package.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see because, like I was telling earlier, the West at the moment, everyone is like fighting each other while Montana is waiting on top. But I like to think that with all the teams, I mean, if we remember historically, like 1 year